There will not be another foot of wall constructed on my administration.
In a recent and alarming turn of events, the U.S. government has made drastic decisions regarding the U.S.-Mexico border situation. Many of these important decisions break promises made during the Biden administration's campaign, making many citizens feel uneasy and critical of the government and what secrets they could be hiding. A situation caught on camera in Eagle Pass, Texas, has made many question the authorities. Among those are Governor Abbott, who went against U.S. government orders, allowing the Texas Guard to shut down the border. Join us as we will explore the many questions about the U.S.-Mexico border issues that the government would like to keep in the shadows. But first, a short introduction. In a nation where the concept of a border wall has sparked debates and division, President Joe Biden's initial stance was clear: no more walls. This promise resonated with many Americans, symbolizing a departure from the Trump administration's policies. Yet recent developments have taken a surprising turn, thrusting the U.S.-Mexico border back into the national spotlight and making Biden go back on his word. In recent months, President Biden has signaled a dramatic shift in approach, hinting at a complete shutdown of the border, contingent on congressional approval. This pivot raises pressing questions. What has prompted this sudden change of heart? Is this a strategic move to address the complexities of border management, or a political maneuver with far-reaching implications? As we stand at the crossroads of policy and humanity, the stakes are high. Thousands of migrants seeking a new beginning find themselves at the heart of a contentious debate, their futures uncertain, forcing them to go to the Mexican cartels abusing the situation to make a quick buck. Join us as we delve into the intricate tapestry of the U.S.-Mexico border issue under the Biden administration. We'll explore the underlying factors that have led to a record influx of migrants, the economic and environmental crises fueling this migration, and the secret and underlying political dynamics at play. This is more than just a policy shift. It's a moment of reckoning for a nation grappling with the essence of its identity, values, and responsibilities on the global stage. Through this exploration, we aim to uncover the truths Joe Biden is hiding about the U.S.-Mexico border and what they mean for America and beyond. Stay with us as we journey through the complexities of border policy, the human stories at its core, and the potential paths forward in these unprecedented times. Immigration spike under Biden's administration. As the dawn breaks over the rugged landscapes that define the U.S.-Mexico border, a new chapter unfolds in the saga of American immigration. Under the watch of President Joe Biden, the nation has witnessed an unprecedented spike in migrant arrivals, challenging the fabric of border policy and humanitarian response. The first 100 days of the Biden administration marked a period of hope for many, as promises of reform and a more humane approach to immigration echoed across the world. Yet, these promises also ignited a beacon for thousands from Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador, Nicaragua, and Cuba, driving them to embark on a perilous journey north to cross the border. Plagued by worsening economic despair, battered by hurricanes and droughts, these countries watched as their citizens, driven by the instinct to survive and thrive, set their sights on the United States. The narrative of escape from violence and extortion by gangs adds layers to the migration spike, painting a vivid picture of desperation and hope. Yet, what role do policy changes under President Biden play in this dramatic increase? With plans unveiled to offer legal status to approximately 11 million undocumented individuals residing in the U.S., the administration has sent ripples of anticipation across the globe. Critics argue that such proposals, though noble in intent, have inadvertently signaled to potential migrants that America's doors are open, contributing to the sharp spike in numbers. Meanwhile, Biden's repeated pleas for migrants to not just show up at the border reflect the administration's struggle to balance compassion with control. The streets of downtown El Paso have become a testament to this influx as migrants, once journeying through perilous paths, now ponder their future within the U.S., choosing destinations far and wide, from California to Chicago. As U.S. officials brace for encounters that could exceed 2 million in a single fiscal year, the fastest pace in over 2 decades, the question looms large: how will America respond to this unprecedented challenge? And what does this spike reveal about the underlying forces driving people to leave everything behind? In this segment, we delve deep into the heart of the immigration spike under Biden's administration, exploring the intricate web of causes, from the economic and environmental to the deeply personal. Join us as we uncover the stories behind the statistics, the hopes carried across borders, and the policy decisions shaping the future of American immigration. Policy changes and their impact. As the United States grapples with the complexities of a new era in immigration, the Biden administration's policy shifts have cast a spotlight on the nation's border. These changes, aimed at reforming America's immigration system, have ignited debates on their immediate impact and long-term implications. Central to President Biden's approach is a vision to reshape immigration through a more humane lens, a stark contrast to the stringent measures of his predecessor Donald Trump. Among the most controversial moves is the plan to offer legal status to an estimated 11 million undocumented individuals residing in the U.S. This proposal, while embodying a beacon of hope for many, has also stoked fears of incentivizing unauthorized migration. Critics argue that the mere announcement has served as a magnet for migrants, drawing unprecedented numbers to the border in anticipation of more lenient policies. In an effort to balance compassion with control, the administration has also reversed some of the previous administration's most controversial policies, including the practice of family separation. This move, while widely applauded by human rights advocates, has presented its own set of challenges in managing the surge at the border. As part of its broader strategy, the Biden administration has sought to address the root causes of migration, pledging significant aid to Central American countries. This long-term approach aims to alleviate the economic despair and violence that drive many to flee their homelands. Yet, the road to reform is fraught with obstacles. The administration's efforts to fast-track the processing of asylum claims and create new legal pathways have been met with logistical hurdles and political resistance, highlighting the complexities of overhauling a system entrenched in decades of policy inertia. Amidst these sweeping changes, the fate of migrants caught in the transition hangs in the balance. For many, the journey to the United States represents a perilous quest for safety and opportunity, underscored by the hope that new policies will pave the way for a better life. As we navigate the new landscape of immigration under the Biden administration, the impact of policy changes continues to unfold. From the halls of Congress to the rugged terrains of the border, the nation watches and waits to see how these shifts will shape the future of American immigration. The end of Title 42 policy, in a move signaling a significant shift in the United States' approach to border management and public health, the Biden administration marks the conclusion of the Title 42 policy, introduced as an emergency public health order amid the global COVID-19 pandemic. Title 42 has been a cornerstone of border enforcement, fundamentally altering the landscape of asylum and immigration. Under the guise of preventing the spread of COVID-19, Title 42 granted border officials the unprecedented authority to expel migrants swiftly, bypassing standard asylum processing. This policy resulted in over 2.8 million expulsions, a testament to its widespread impact. Critics of Title 42 have long argued that the policy, while effective in curtailing immigration numbers, compromised the rights of asylum seekers and contradicted America's humanitarian values. The Biden administration, caught between public health concerns and immigration advocacy, faced a complex dilemma. The decision to terminate Title 42 did not come lightly. With the pandemic's ebb and the increase in vaccination rates, the CDC declared that the conditions that necessitated the policy were no longer present, paving the way for its end. However, the end of Title 42 is not without its challenges. Anticipation of its termination has led to a surge in migrants arriving at the border, hoping to seek asylum in a post-Title 42 era. This anticipated influx poses logistical and humanitarian challenges, testing the administration's preparedness and resolve. In response, the Biden administration has outlined a multifaceted strategy to manage the transition. This includes expanding processing facilities, enhancing transportation, logistics, and implementing expedited removal processes for those not meeting asylum criteria. Yet questions about Title 42 remain. How will the United States balance its public health responsibilities with its commitment to providing refuge for those fleeing persecution and violence? And what does the future hold for the countless individuals whose fates hang in the balance? The end of Title 42 marks a critical juncture in America's immigration narrative, one that will undoubtedly shape the nation's policies and identity in the years to come. As we stand at this turning point, the world watches, waiting to see how the United States will navigate the complexities of this new chapter. Shift in border measures. In an era of evolving challenges and changing narratives, the United States finds itself at a pivotal moment, redefining its approach to border security and immigration. The Biden administration, inheriting a legacy of walls and strict policies, embarks on a journey of transformation, signaling a significant shift in how America envisions its southern border. At the heart of this transformation is the cessation of the border wall construction, a symbol of division that has sparked heated debate across the nation. President Biden's initial pledge to not build another foot of wall marked a departure from his predecessor's cornerstone policy. However, the complexities of immigration and the realities of border security have led to nuanced decisions, including the continuation of certain projects funded during the previous administration. This pragmatic approach underscores the administration's struggle to balance ideals with the pressing needs of national security. Amidst these physical changes, a broader shift in philosophy takes shape. The Biden administration champions a multi-layered strategy, emphasizing technological advancements, increased personnel, and international cooperation to manage migration flows and enhance security. This strategy extends beyond the immediate border, addressing the root causes of migration in Central America. By investing in development and stability in the region, the United States aims to mitigate the factors that compel people to embark on perilous journeys north. Yet, as these measures unfold, they spark a spectrum of reactions. Advocates for immigration reform laud the humane approach and emphasis on root causes. Critics, however, question the efficacy of non-physical deterrence and the administration's capacity to manage the border without the symbolic and practical barrier of a wall. In this segment, we delve into the intricate tapestry of the Biden administration's border policy. From the halting of the wall to the embrace of technology and diplomacy, we explore the implications of these shifts for the future of American immigration. As the sun rises over the borderlands, a new chapter in America's immigration story is being written. The shift in border measures reflects a nation in search of balance between security and humanity, between sovereignty and compassion. Authority to shut down the border. In an unprecedented move that has ignited discussions across political aisles and communities alike, President Joe Biden has poised himself at the helm of a controversial decision, requesting Congress to grant him the authority to completely shut down the U.S.-Mexico border. This bold proposal marks a potential turning point in America's immigration narrative, reflecting the administration's attempt to address the complexities of a burgeoning crisis. Biden's request comes against the backdrop of an immigration system stretched to its limits, with facilities overwhelmed and resources dwindling. The president argues that the capacity to enforce a total shutdown would serve as a crucial tool in regaining control and ensuring national security. Critics and supporters alike are left pondering, what drives such a drastic measure? For Biden, the justification is twofold: the need to manage the unprecedented influx of migrants with compassion and efficiency, and to safeguard American citizens against potential threats that could exploit the border's vulnerabilities. Amidst this contentious debate, former President Donald Trump and his allies have seized the moment, framing the proposal as a political maneuver aimed at securing a legislative victory. The specter of the upcoming elections looms large, casting shadows on the motivations behind the proposal. As the Biden administration navigates these turbulent waters, a bipartisan group of senators finds themselves on the cusp of a deal that could reshape the landscape of U.S. immigration policy. This deal, promising to be the most comprehensive reform in decades, hangs in the balance, with its fate intricately tied to the proposed border shutdown authority. The implications of granting such authority are profound. On one hand, it could provide the administration with the flexibility needed to respond to crises. On the other, it raises questions about the balance of power, the rights of asylum seekers, and the image of America as a land of opportunity. In this segment, we delve deep into the heart of the controversy surrounding the authority to shut down the border. We explore the legal, ethical, and practical dimensions of this proposal, seeking to understand its potential impact on the nation's future. As America stands at a crossroads, the decision to potentially close its gates, even temporarily, is more than a policy choice. It's a reflection of the country's values, challenges, and aspirations. In the unfolding drama of immigration policy, the world watches, waiting to see how the United States will navigate this defining moment. Legal and environmental concerns. As the sun rises over the vast and varied landscapes of the U.S.-Mexico border, it casts light on a region embroiled in a complex web of legal and environmental challenges. The Biden administration's continuation of certain border wall constructions, despite earlier pledges to the contrary, has opened a Pandora's box of legal disputes and environmental worries. The decision to waive 26 federal laws to facilitate the border wall expansion in specific areas, such as Starr County, Texas, has ignited a firestorm of criticism. Legal experts and environmentalists alike voice concerns over the bypassing of crucial protections ranging from endangered species acts to historical preservation statutes. This bold move by Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, under the guise of an acute and immediate need for border security, has raised questions about the balance between sovereign protection and the stewardship of America's natural and cultural heritage. Starr County, with its unique biodiversity and communities, becomes a focal point in this debate. The construction, spanning approximately 20 miles, threatens not only the migration paths of endangered species like the ocelot, but also the integrity of public lands and ecosystems integral to the region's identity. Yet, amid the outcry, the administration insists on the necessity of these measures for national security. This stance, however, has not gone unchallenged. Legal battles loom on the horizon, as advocacy groups prepare to defend environmental laws and principles long held sacred in American jurisprudence. In this segment, we journey into the heart of the legal and environmental quandaries posed by the current administration's border policies. From the courtrooms to the wildlands, we uncover the stories of those fighting to preserve both the law of the land and the land itself. As America grapples with the challenges of securing its borders, the questions remain: how do we protect our nation while honoring our commitment to environmental stewardship and legal integrity? And at what cost does security come? Not just in dollars, but in the currency of biodiversity and cultural legacy. In the unfolding narrative of the U.S.-Mexico border, the chapters on legal and environmental concerns are far from closed. As we delve deeper into these issues, the dialogue between security and conservation continues, echoing across the canyons and rivers that define this contested land. Political implications and opposition. In the ever-evolving drama of the United States' border policy, a new chapter unfolds, marked by political maneuvering and fierce opposition. The Biden administration, in seeking the authority to potentially shut down the U.S.-Mexico border, ventures into turbulent waters, stirring a whirlpool of political implications. The proposal, seen by some as a drastic but necessary measure to control the unprecedented surge in migration, has become a lightning rod for criticism, drawing ire from across the political spectrum. Critics argue it represents a fundamental shift in America's stance on immigration and asylum, questioning the balance between security and humanitarian values. At the heart of the opposition is former President Donald Trump, who, alongside his allies, vehemently challenges the Biden administration's approach. Trump's narrative, focused on border security and the construction of the border wall during his tenure, contrasts sharply with Biden's more nuanced strategy. The political battleground extends beyond rhetoric. A bipartisan group of senators, in a delicate dance of negotiation, seeks to forge a comprehensive immigration reform deal. This potential legislation, promising the toughest and fairest border measures yet, hangs in a precarious balance threatened by the specter of election year politics. Biden's call for Congress to grant him shutdown authority is met with skepticism not only from political adversaries but also from within his own party. The move, seen by some as antithetical to the administration's earlier commitments to immigration reform, has ignited debates on the true cost of border security. As the Biden administration navigates these choppy political waters, the fate of its border policy and the broader immigration reform agenda remains uncertain. The administration's ability to reconcile the demands for security with the imperatives of justice and compassion is under the microscope, watched closely by friends and foes alike. In this segment, Crossroads of Controversy, Political Implications, and Opposition, we delve into the intricate political web surrounding the Biden administration's border policy. From Capitol Hill to the Heartland, we explore the diverse perspectives that shape this contentious issue, seeking to understand the implications for America's future. As America stands at a crossroads, the decisions made today will resonate through the annals of history, defining the nation's character and its commitment to the ideals of liberty, safety, and sanctuary. The path forward is fraught with challenges, but also opportunities for reconciliation and renewal. Conclusion. As the curtain falls on our exploration of the U.S.-Mexico border's intricate tapestry of policy, humanity, and political theater, we stand at a pivotal moment in American history. The narrative woven through the Biden administration's actions and the nation's response is rich with complexity, challenge, and the potential for transformation. Throughout this journey, we've delved into the heart of America's immigration debate, uncovering the layers that define the current crisis. From the spike in migration to the legal and environmental ramifications of border policies, The story is one of a nation grappling with its identity and values. The Biden administration, amidst swirling controversy and opposition, attempts to navigate these waters with a promise of a more humane, comprehensive approach to immigration. Yet, as we've seen, the path is fraught with obstacles, from legal challenges to deep-seated political divisions. But beyond the walls and the laws, beyond the political battles and policy shifts, lies the undeniable truth of human aspiration. The stories of those who journey towards hope, risking everything for the chance of a better life, remind us of the fundamental principles upon which this nation was built. As we look to the future, the question remains: how will America reconcile its security with its humanity? How will we as a nation decide to build bridges over walls, to extend a hand rather than raise a barrier? In Bridges Over Walls, Charting a New Course, we've sought not just to inform, but to inspire dialogue and understanding. The challenges are immense, but so too are the opportunities for growth, empathy, and unity. As we conclude this series, let us carry forward the stories, the struggles, and the spirit of those who seek nothing more than the chance for a new beginning. May their journeys inspire us to envision a border that is not a line in the sand, but a shared space of opportunity and collaboration.